If you're a curious kid, then you need to explore Bodyland. Once upon a time, in a magical place called Bodyland, all the organs lived together like a big, happy family. At the center of this lively city was the Brain Tower. The Brain, who was the mayor of Bodyland, lived here. The Brain was very smart and loved to think, plan, and solve problems. It would send out messages all over Bodyland using a special network called the nerves, like little telephone wires that helped everyone stay connected. Not far from the Brain Tower was the Heart Mansion. The Heart was like the city's superhero. It lived in a big red house and worked non-stop to pump blood through the city's roads, which were called blood vessels. The blood vessels were like highways that carried all the important supplies, like oxygen and nutrients, to every single part of Bodyland. Next door to the Heart Mansion were the Lung Towers, two tall buildings where the lungs lived. The lungs were like the air delivery service for the city. They breathed in fresh air and captured oxygen, passing it to the blood vessels. Whenever Bodyland needed to get rid of old air, the lungs would blow it out, just like a pair of powerful fans. Down the street, there was the Stomach Diner, run by Chef Stomach. Chef Stomach was very busy, always cooking and breaking down food into tiny pieces so it could be turned into energy. People would come to the Stomach Diner to get their fill of energy, which kept all of Bodyland moving and working. Close to the diner, there were the Kidneys, who lived in a cozy little place called the Kidney Cottage. The Kidneys were the city's cleaners. They filtered out all the waste and extra water, making sure Bodyland stayed clean and healthy. Every day, they sent the waste to the sewage plant, where the rectum, the plant manager, would make sure all the waste was sent out of Bodyland properly. Up on the hill, there was the Liver Laboratory. The liver was like a scientist, always working on important experiments to clean the blood and store vitamins for when Bodyland needed them most. The liver was also a great multitasker, handling many different tasks at once. All around the city, the muscles were busy too. They were the construction workers, helping to build and move things whenever someone needed to lift, run, or jump. The muscles worked closely with the brain, who would send messages through the nerves to tell them when to move and how. One day, there was a big commotion in Bodyland. The brain received a message from the nerves that the Stomach Diner had too much food coming in, and Chef Stomach was feeling overwhelmed. The heart pumped faster, sending more blood to help, while the liver started working extra hard to store extra nutrients. The kidneys filtered more, and the lungs took deep breaths to bring in more oxygen. With everyone working together, Bodyland was saved from a big mess. The brain thanked all the organs for their teamwork, and they all celebrated with a dance party, where the muscles showed off their best moves. And so, life continued in Bodyland, where every organ had its own special job, and they all worked together to keep the city happy and healthy. The end. Here's a trivia for you. What organ in the body is responsible for pumping blood? Write your answer in the comments below, and don't forget to like Ponderpedia.